Alright, hello everybody, we're back, doing Splashback. Yeah, so we had 267 votes last week. Not as many as usual, that's alright. In last place we had Boggles, doesn't really matter anymore because it's gone. 51
So
votes.
sad.
51 votes there. Then we had Growbots, which I thought would be a little higher than this, just barely beating doesn't matter.
Boggles.
The one that starts with the B. 55 votes, so that one gets to stay in a little bit longer. It's too bad, I really like that deck. But, I don't know, maybe it'll get voted for in the future. And then we had Living End, which was its last hurrah. It was the last chance that it had to win, and it unfortunately didn't. It had 64 votes. So that one also gets to leave because this was its fifth.
Yeah,
we did
fifth
five?
voting.
Yeah, fifth voting cycle. So that one's also gone. And then we had Liquimetal Saheeli in first place with 97 votes, which I'm kind of excited about that because I always did like that deck.
It is an
That's
interesting deck.
Kind of a cool deck.
Of course, I'll be playing it.
Yep. And I'm back, of course, with Gideon Tribal once again. So next week, Growbots is the only one that comes back. The previous last one that got kicked out was Elfalution.
Yes.
So that one's going back in. And the other two that we're adding, Esper Delve and Cats.
Cats.
Everyone likes kitties. So make sure to vote in the thingy. You'll be going first. I think that's all the orders of business. We'll see you in game one. Alright, game one. Go ahead and show your hand.
We've got those.
Whoop. And for me, now main deck, I don't think I have the greatest game against the Liquimetal Saheeli deck, because these are pretty much dead, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
Island, Altar of the Brood,
Sure.
and Turgo.
The most annoying win condition to keep track of. Here's a concealed courtyard. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Scalding turn. Mill 1.
You got a Thoughtseize, which would have been nice to have.
Crack that going to 19. Find a mountain. Mill you for 1.
You got a Gideon of the Trials.
Also would have been pretty good. And
I'm really hoping this isn't a 1-2 punch. Oh, good.
Glint Nest Crane.
You got a Gideon Ally of Zendikar. With that one.
And I got a miss. So, it's just a 1/3 flyer. But 4 not very relevant cards on the bottom, so. I don't know how you push a bird off a cliff.
I don't know.
I think it'd just be fine.
You have to clip its wings first. I assume that was it,
Yeah.
yeah? Untap. Draw a card. Yeah, that's fine. That's easy. 18.
You're not going to see anything exciting.
I guess I'll take Opt. Sure, I'll take Opt. Go to 18 from that. And here's a tapped Godless Shrine. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Hey.
Did you try another Opt? You got a Gideon Jura. You've hit my 3 main deck Gideons. Almost in a row.
And Turgo.
Actually, it was in a row. Because I cast Fatal Push and Thoughtseize. That's funny. Untap. Draw a card. Wow. Jesus. Alright. Concealed Courtyard. Excellent timing on that. Here is a Gideon of the Trials.
Okay.
He will go up to 4, and I'll prevent all damage that this Altar of the Brood will deal to me.
It's pretty terrifying.
I'd say so. Pass turn.
End of your turn. Snapcaster Mage.
Sure.
Giving Opt Flashback.
I got a link. You get a Lingering Souls.
That's
for
not what I want to put in the graveyard.
Yeah.
And we're going to cast Opt. So, scry 1. Oh, do we want this? I think we want that. Draw it. Untap. Draw for turn. Attack Gids for 2.
Gideon goes to 2.
Scalding Tarn.
Lingering Souls.
Really didn't want to hit that either.
Yep.
See if we can get a third one, apparently.
That'd be kind of funny.
Stomagram tapped.
Marsh Flats.
And it's your go.
Untap. Draw a card. Oh, man. That's hilarious.
The way your lands are currently, it looks like you have 3 concealed courtyards.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Just because
this one's concealed.
Yeah, that one edge is very similar.
Yeah, okay. So we'll prevent all damage the Snapcaster will deal.
So sad.
And we'll cast the Lingering Souls.
Souls for
Go ahead.
days. End of your turn, we're going to transmute Muddle the Mixture.
Sure.
Find the liquid metal coating.
Yep. I don't know if it was right to play that instead of some other things I could have done, but I couldn't help it. It was too funny. And you have no way to wipe my graveyard that I know of, so it's pretty hilarious.
Untap. Draw for turn. Not really what we wanted. Spire Bluff Canal, tapped.
Shambling Bit.
Liquid metal coating.
Gideon Ally of Zendikar. You might actually want to pay mana for that.
Oh, yes. Sure.
But yes.
Animox Opal.
Isolated Chapel.
Enter Go.
Untap.
It'd have been nice if I had just
Draw.
drawn Saheeli, but no dice.
Apparently. What's better here? Yeah, so all you're really missing is the Saheeli part of this combo. So I think I gotta start pressuring you. Or else I could just die. So, in that case, we're gonna Path to Exile Snapcaster Mage.
He wasn't really doing any blocking.
Well, Gideon.
I guess
He blocks the Gideon. And I think I have to just, since you have all the other bits of your combo in
Island
play.
milling you for 1.
Concealed Courtyard.
You didn't want that anyway.
No, I didn't really. Well, I would have taken it, because I'm a little land light, but that's alright. Yep, so I will activate Gideon of the Trials, turn him into a 4/4, indestructible and all that junk, and then I'll bash for 6.
Go to 12.
And we will flash back one of those Lingering Souls as well. Then I'll pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Saheeli off the top?
Bolt Gideon.
Sure.
Breeding Pool tapped.
You got a Path to Exile.
Enter Go.
Untap. Draw a card. That's fine. Actually, that's probably better. Yeah. Vault to the Archangel. Gideon Ally of Zendikar.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, especially because I'm going to immediately get an emblem with him. Because you can't blow up an emblem. And then I will attack you for 8.
And I go to 4.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Do you get Saheeli off the top?
Here's an Ice Crown Scepter.
Ah!
Enter Go.
That does mill me an Oath of Gideon.
Gideon can't take his oath. If he had taken his oath, he could have lived.
Probably. Draw a card. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's good then. So I guess what I'll do, just for funsies, Godless Shrine untapped. Go to 16. You have no cards in hand, yeah?
Nope.
We'll activate Vault of the Archangel. Give creatures I control lifelink and death touch until end of turn. And then we'll smack.
Dead.
Woo! Yeah, so
Here's
I
the
drew
deal.
a lot of Gideon of the Trials. Like,
Oh.
you milled one, and I played one, and I had the other 2. Yeah, you weren't Saheeli for a while.
No.
Alright. So, that was game 1, and we will see you in game 2. Or sideboards, rather. That one. Okay, sideboard time. So, this does almost nothing, because you barely have any creatures, so him going up's probably not gonna get me very far. So, not gonna bring in that Gideon. Rest in Peace is fine against Ancient Grudge, but it also kind of ruins my Lingering Souls plan, which seems to be the route to victory against this deck, since you can just Liquimetal coating blow up my Gideons. So, I don't think I want those. Leyline of Sanctity doesn't really do anything because Altar of the Brute says each opponent, not target opponent, so I can't actually protect myself with these. And, I guess it stops you from, like, bolting Gideon or whatever, but that seems really loose. For now. Yeah. But we do have a lot of things that are not good in this matchup, so I'm bringing in some stuff that's a little questionable, but it's still better than some of the cards in my deck. So I'm gonna bring in Collective Brutality, just another permission spell seems fine. That's about it, honestly.
Doesn't hit any of my combo pieces.
Yeah, but it does more than some of the things in my deck, so I'm gonna bring it in. Plus, I can discard Lingering Souls. Epic. Fragmentize is sweet. It can stop your combo from going off midway.
No, it can't. It's a sorcery.
Never mind, it's a sorcery. Still bringing it in, though, because destroying artifacts
you can destroy it, because I have to
Yeah.
sequentially play 2 artifacts and then the answer, so you have time.
And I can blow up a scepter that has something on it for a nice 2-for-1 as well. So I am bringing that in. For some reason, I thought this was an instant, but still,
the green
I
one's
think
the
worth
instant, but it's only 3.
Sure. Zealous Persecution. Not really the matchup for this, because you don't have a ton of creatures, but, so pumping my Lingering Souls tokens to 2/2s, or my Bitter Blossom tokens to 2/2s, I can kind of get him if he, blocks me with a Glintness Crane, because it'll shrink his Glintness Crane to a 0/2, and grow all my guys to 2/2s, so it's actually kind of a neat combat trick in that sense.
And it just helps in the race situations.
Yeah, helps in race situations. It can kill Snapcaster Mage, which is one of your only other creatures, so that's fine. I think I'll bring it in. And Anguished Unmaking, it's a card.
Which can break the combo.
It can break the combo. So it's something to bring in. What I'm taking out, probably not too surprisingly, since I think you have Glintness Crane and Snapcaster Mage, and that's pretty much it. Taking out some removal. So I'm taking out 1 Fatal Push, all 4 Path to Exiles, because it's really bad. I don't want to give you any upside. At least Fatal Push can kill a Snapcaster or Glintness
kill
Crane
either of my creatures without
giving you
revolt
anything.
and not giving me anything.
And these are pretty much dead draws, because I don't really want to blow up my board if I'm relying on Lingering Souls.
Yeah,
stuff.
and if I have a board where I have 3 Snapcaster Mages actually being a threat, then something's gone horribly wrong.
Yeah, so I don't think those are very good. So I'm taking all these out and bringing in this whole bottom row. Go ahead.
As for me, Pithing Needle, it's okay. He has enough Gideons that it's not always the one Planeswalker that's going to be the issue, so it's kind of hard to decide which one to shut off. So I'm not sure if we're actually going to bring it in. Engineered Explosive seems obvious.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice, because we can find it through Glintness Crane, and we only want to play it for 0 to immediately wipe all his tokens, because that's his main threat to us, so seems pretty decent to bring that in. The Elixirs of Immortality. This is kind of our life gain spell, because it's findable through Glintness Crane, but this is not really the matchup where we need life gain, so not bringing it in. Relic of Progenitus. It's okay against Lingering Souls, but we don't really care. We're more worried about those random decks that have Emrakul in to just exile the graveyard in response to trigger, so we can at least continue on with the plan. Anger of the Gods, pretty decent. Once again, we're kind of having an issue with his creatures, but we're only going to bring 1 in, because we also have... Is it Staticaster?
That guy's the nuts.
Which, very good against the Lingering Souls plan, because it just kills all of them in one go. Has Flash, so we can instant speed utilize it, which is nice. So it's a little better than Anger in that regard. Spell Pierce, it's okay, but the cards we want to counter have flashback, so it's not really accomplishing too much. The Glintness Crane, don't really need the 4th copy. This is when you want to bring in a lot of the artifact sideboard cards, just extra redundancy to help find them. Dispel, he doesn't really have any instants we care about. They're more sorceries. And Nature's Claim's okay, but we already have the 4
Ancient Grudge.
Ancient Grudge.
Yeah.
And the main board, so we don't and there's no enchantment that we really need dead, even if we don't have a liquid metal, so just those 3 in. As for what we're taking out, 1 Scalding Steel.
You want to explain why that's in the deck?
So, it's an invention, so of course it had to make it in.
Yeah.
Phyrexian Metamorph would be far better in the slot because it wouldn't rely on us having to turn a creature into an artifact to steal a copy of it. But Phyrexian Metamorph's not an invention, so it didn't get included. But it's,
I think it's good
not
reasoning.
really good in this matchup. Like, it'd be funny to steal a Planeswalker, but not really needed. And 2 Muddle the Mixtures. They're a little nice with finding our cards, but we really need to get rid of Lingering Souls, so bring those in.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, that was sideboards, and we'll see you in Game 2. All right, Game 2. Go ahead.
We've got those.
Whoop. And for myself, that part I'm not excited about, but I like both these cards. So, we're keeping. Go ahead.
Sulfur Falls tapped. Jergo.
Draw a card. That's probably, well, I guess if you're going to draw one of those, that's not a terrible one. We're going to play this gorgeous Plains that we got in the pre-release pack. Very pretty. And a Legion's Landing. So, here's a thing you can pretend is a vampire. Probably looks like it has some sort of blood disease, so that's pretty close to sucking
Like
blood.
the same thing.
Yeah. And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Oh, wow. That's like the best card I could have drawn.
Don't say that.
Darksteel Citadel. Altar of the Brood.
Yeah.
Mox Opal. Millie for 1. But, because it was an artifact.
Oh, sure. You could have sequenced that better unless you need the colored mana, I guess. Could have played this with this, then played your land, then played the opal. But whatever. I don't think milling me for 1 extra is going to matter.
Probably not.
Here's an Inquisition.
It could, because you have Lingering Soul.
Actually, it's probably better to not mill me unless you're doing it all at once.
That's true, actually. That might be the case. Serum Visions.
Sure. Of course, you don't really have a choice with Altar.
Draw.
Not a May.
And scry 2. Well, we don't like either of those, so they're going to the bottom.
Okay.
Enter go.
Untap.
Because I didn't actually need them. Opal's mana,
okay.
but could at least activate it.
That's definitely enough of those. Concealed Courtyard. Bash you for 1.
19.
And it has lifelink, so we go to 21. And here is an Awesome Blossom. Pass the turn. The slowest Lingering Souls
Untap.
on the planet.
Draw for turn.
But I kind of like the synergy of this gains me the life back.
Scalding Tarn. Millie for 1.
Yes.
Crack that
Sealed
going
Courtyard.
at 18.
I'll just do it again, because you're not going to fail to find. Gideon Jura.
Breeding Pool untapped. 16.
Untapped. Oh boy.
Wait, did I actually? I know I didn't need it untapped.
Okay.
And do a tap.
Tapped. Less of an oh boy.
Okay. Mox Opal is colored mana.
It's true. Most of the time. So you hit a land and a big Gideon. I'm glad you hit the land. Not so glad about the big Gideon.
Saheeli.
Oy. You hit an Inquisition, which could have got that Saheeli. That could be bad.
1 damage to you. I got
20.
scry 1. Yeah, we'll just leave that right on top. Enter go.
That's a scary thought. Untap. Awesome Blossom. Go to 19. Draw a card. I guess that's fine. Yeah, sure. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to die next turn. So here's an Isolated Chapel, which comes in untap because of the plains. And a Gideon of the Trials, who will just get me an emblem, saying that I can't lose the game until you at least deal with this Gideon as well. because I'm pretty sure I'm going to die next turn. I just have this sneaking suspicion. Gideon can be Soren today.
Be Soren today.
So just pretend that's what that is.
It's going through his emo phase.
Yeah, exactly. And I guess I'll bash Saheeli for 1.
She goes to 3.
I go to 20. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Liquid metal coating.
Ha! Called it. So care to explain how this works? Because
Yeah.
you can still do it.
So, Saheeli is now an artifact till end of turn. And then I'll use her middle ability to create a token copy that's a target or a copy of target artifact or creature you control.
Yep.
This looks like a good artifact to make a copy of. So
I'd say so.
Duplicate of Saheeli. They legend rule each other, so I get a new artifact Saheeli, and this one would go to the graveyard.
Yep.
And of course, since I have Altar of the Brood, that mills you for 1.
Well, 2 actually, because of
Yeah,
Liquid Metal. But
Liquid
it's going to
Metal
mill my whole deck, basically.
And then the new Saheeli, of course, starts with the 3 loyalty counters and can activate an ability, so she'll make a copy of herself.
Yep, because
And
she's an
then she'll make
artifact
a
now.
copy of herself until your whole deck's... Just flip that over.
So just take that, and I'll put that there.
And then the last Saheeli, I suppose, will go up to deal 1 damage to Gideon.
Yeah.
And scry 1. Yeah, we don't want that. 2 is the bottom.
Okay.
And we'll play a Glint Nest
Oh, that's
Crane.
good. That's good, too. I was going to say, like, at this point, it's a race between I have to take out your Saheeli and you have to take out my Gideon.
Of course I'm going to whiff on that. But I did assemble
That's
a very
true.
fast combo.
This is
so-
quite the contraption.
And you can't lose the game.
Until you destroy Gideon. Yeah. So, you good?
Enter go. This one, of course. The last
Oh,
one dies.
yeah, it does, right. Because you don't ever get to keep the original. That's hilarious. Okay, well, we're going to untap. We're going to get our Blossom token on. We're going to draw for turn. We're going to not lose thanks to Gideon.
I really hope you like those 4 cards there. I mean, you do have Lingering Souls
That's
in that
true.
graveyard, though.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Vault of the Archangel, and I'm going to flash back 2 copies of Lingering Souls. That one and that one. To make 4 dudes. AKA a wall.
A wall for this Glint Nest Crane.
Yeah,
Granted, Gideon can kind of protect himself from that Glint Nest Crane.
it's true. And you can kill this pretty easily with a multitude of things since you have
yeah,
the
if I get
coating
an Ancient
in there.
Grudge,
Yeah.
then he's gone.
So that's that's a little worrisome.
I just gotta erase that.
Yeah. So I can only attack with 2 dudes this turn. And
Are you
I
gonna use Gideon first?
don't really want to. Yes, I'll prevent Glint Nest Crane.
Yeah, you don't want to lose
Yeah.
one here.
Well, I just don't know what
Oops.
if there's a huge point in attacking or not, but I'll attack you with these 2.
Block 1 of it.
Sure.
17.
I will gain 1, going back up to 20. That's all I got. Fast turn. This
Untap.
could be very scary.
Draw for turn.
Living on the edge here.
Fortunately, can't.
You can also muddle for Grudge, can't you?
Those were what I cut.
Oh, yeah,
sideboard.
you did. Right.
Would have been nice, but kind of ways to deal with all your token army, which might be relevant too. Snapcaster Mage,
Yep.
targeting Serum Visions. Serum Visions.
Sure.
Draw. And scry 2 to the bottom.
Yeah, bolts. Something else I have to worry about,
Can I
I
say I
guess?
tap this a little better?
Yeah, sure. Do you have a bolt?
No.
Oh, okay.
Here you go.
Like, you could probably just
If I had
kill
a
me.
bolt, yeah.
Yeah.
Would have been nice.
So we'll get a fairy, go back to 19. We'll draw for turn. Look at that. Nothing. Gideon will prevent Snapcaster from dealing damage. Well, actually, maybe Glint Nest Crane.
You lose your life linker. So snappy.
Well, it trades. It trades. So we'll pick Glint Nest Crane.
Okay.
Go up to 4 to do that. Let's see. Yeah, it's safe enough. Bash. 4/7.
Block. Take 5 of it.
Sure.
Go to 12.
So I lose this and my human. I go back up to 20 though, because I still gain a life. And 2 more lingering souls. That I know are in here somewhere. 1.
End of your turn, we're going to opt.
Oh, hang on. I still got a land to play.
Oh.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It's not going to change anything. Shambling Vent tapped.
Yeah, it's going to stay right there.
Oh, no. Go. That doesn't sound good.
Untap. Draw for turn. Saheeli Rai.
Yep.
Scry 1, deal 1 damage to Gideon.
3.
There's Scry there. Yeah, he can stay there, why not? And Bolt Gideon.
Oh, man. Okay. Dead Gideon. Oh, I have to flip this Legion landing, too. Because I attacked
A while
3
ago.
more things. Well, no, it was that turn. It was
Oh, yeah,
that
right.
was the first time I had 3
Yeah, that was the
things
first
to
time,
attack. But I wasn't doing anything with this anyway, so it didn't really make a difference.
We'll attack you for 1, but it doesn't deal any damage.
I like being at 20. We'll jump.
It doesn't deal any damage because Gideon's...
Oh, yeah, that was... It's still till... Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I'll take 0.
Enter go.
Okay. So we're going to untap. We're going to go to our upkeep. We're going to get a Blossom token. Go to 19. We're going to activate Adonto, the first fort, to get our vampire back.
Yeah.
Disco never dies. And then we will draw a card. And lose the game. Because we cannot draw a card. Well, you assemble the contraption, and I survived like 3 more turns. But
Rather impressive.
Eventually, you did get there. It was kind of fun. It is kind of fun to just be like, okay, I'll just dump some lingering souls.
Yeah.
Just because you mill all of them.
I basically still drew you 4 cards.
Yeah, more or less. But, yep. You were able to find the bits you needed. So, that was Game 2, and we'll see you in Game 3. Alright, Game 3. Let's see if I can survive you assembling a contraption again. What I like about this hand is that. That's pretty sweet. If you don't like this, that's fine. But, yeah. Go ahead.
Is that like a Gideon again to hopefully survive past the combo?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out.
We got those.
Whoop. Alright. So, Godless Shrine tapped. Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Not the most exciting start. But it's something.
Dark Steel Citadel.
Yep.
And a Mox Opal.
Okay.
Sure go.
Almost there. Untap. Draw a card. That's actually pretty timely. Shambling Vent tapped. And... Go ahead.
Draw for turn. Ooh, that's very tempting.
That's very scary.
Spire Bluff Canal.
Yep.
And an Isochron Scepter
Ooh.
with a lightning bolt on it.
Oh, that's pretty good against Gideon's.
Enter go.
Untap.
Of course, it does activate
Draw
the
card.
Mox Opal, but I don't have enough extra mana to activate it.
To do it this turn, yeah. Let's see. Sure. Here's a Plains. Here is our first Gideon of the evening. Gideon of the Trials, or at least for this game.
Fortunately, his ability
Yeah.
does not interact with Isochron Scepter favorably because Isochron Scepter is not going to be dealing the damage.
Exactly. But I'm going to target it anyway. Because got to target something. And nothing else can really deal damage. Even that. So, that's what I got. Pass turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Luckily, Bolt won't kill him. It'll just weaken him severely.
Stomping Ground tapped. Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Fragmentize the Isochron Scepter.
In response, Bolt Gids.
He goes to 1.
And you get it.
So then this turn, here's a Ghost Quarter.
You should Ghost Quarter my Darksteel Citadel.
Nah, I think I'm okay on that. Here's Heart of Kieran, which is going to probably eat an artifact removal spell at some point. And, what do I do here?
Mox Opal is sadly turned off again, though.
Yeah. If you have another bolt, you probably would have used it. So, it might be safe for 1 turn. You can't, like, flash in anything. So, I'm going to get a Gideon emblem.
Yep.
And this time it can be Gigantic Garrick. And that's all I got. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Did Island.
Did
I just... Oh, no. No, I did. I just won.
Seriously?
Liquid Metal Coating.
Yeah.
Activating Mox Opal.
Yeah.
Saheeli Rai. And of course, make an artifact.
Yeah.
Utilize her ability, once again, to mill you all the way.
You don't have the thing to mill me.
Oh, right. Right.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that part.
Right. That's the problem. In which case, then we're not going to cast her.
Sure.
And they're like... Right.
So
I feel silly now.
We're leaving that.
Yes,
and
we're
you gotta
leaving that.
you gotta do that differently, I think.
Yes, like that.
Yeah.
In which case, I think it is better to Angel Grudge that.
Yeah, turn it into a thing first.
Turn it into an artifact. Angel Grudge that.
Activate Heart. Why not?
Flashback Angel Grudge, destroy heart.
Yeah.
Enter go.
Either way, you could have done that, so it doesn't really matter. Draw a card. Okay. Let's go for this one. Gideon Ally of Zendikar. He will stay at 4 to make a 2/2. We're going to use cats. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Serum Visions.
Yep. Also, even if you had to win that turn, you still have to take out Gideon.
Well, I was... Because the last...
Oh, the last one gets to...
Yeah, deal
get him
1
for
damage.
Yeah, that's
so.
true. That's true.
But yeah, I needed the last piece. I'm gonna leave 1 on top. 1 on top, 1 on the bottom.
Okay.
Mox Opal is mana again.
That's true.
Snapcaster Mage giving Serum Visions flashback.
Sure.
Serum Visions. Draw. And Scry 2. Did I end up putting... I did end up... Did I keep them both on top?
You put 1 on top, 1 on the bottom,
Okay.
I think.
So I'm thinking, like, wait a minute, didn't I keep both on top? But, Yeah, in that case, we leave them on top like that. Enter go.
Untap. Draw. Ooh, that's pretty spicy. Alright. Gideon will go up to 5 to turn into a 5/5. Is that fine? You don't want to do anything in response, I assume?
Nope. Nothing in response.
Because now he's indestructible. So, that kind of matters. Then, We're going to bash you with these. And before blocks, Zealous Persecution. My guys get +1/+1. Yours get -1/-1. So
Kill Snappy.
that is 6,
9?
7, 8, 9.
Go to 11.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Altar of the Brood.
Oh! Okay.
Saheeli Rai.
Yep.
Now I win.
Well,
you
sort
still
of.
have the Gideon, so I have to deal with that again.
Yeah.
So going down.
Yep. So, same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Like,
Just
my whole
constantly
list.
mill the whole list. And the last one can go up to 4 to scry 1.
do you want to redirect or anything?
Yeah, I'll redirect 1 damage to him.
Sure.
Not sure how much that'll matter, but it might.
It might. You could have like another Saheeli and a bolt or something.
I'll
Potentially.
leave that one on top. And your go. So Saheeli dies.
Yeah. So untap. Attempt to draw, but I can't lose the game, so I don't. Little Gideon again. He'll go up to 4 to prevent all damage that Mox Opal will deal. Pretty strong
He's
stuff.
killer. Good plan.
This Gideon will go up to 5 to turn himself into a dude again. And this time we'll just attack for 7.
Go to 4.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn.
I don't know what you could get. I guess like another grudge, maybe? But even that's pretty loose.
Opt.
Sure. You need like a grudge and another coating, basically.
Yeah, you have that to block.
Don't forget to draw if you're opt.
I'm still deciding on whether to scry this.
Sure.
So I have to deal with 3 creatures, one of the 2 heavy hitters will kill me, so I think I leave this on top and draw it. Glintness Crane.
Yeah.
Finding engineered explosives.
It's pretty good.
But don't have the mana to put it on 3. So I can block 1 Gideon, but I take 6. Engineered explosives on 0.
Yep.
Enter go.
I'll make this easy on you. Push the crane.
Yeah. I mean, I was still dead.
Yeah. Because you could only block one thing.
Only block 1 thing anyway, but I could at least deal with your token.
Well, I can also just activate that. Activate.
Blow up your 0 cost things.
Sure, it's non-land,
Non-land.
so it doesn't really make a difference.
Screw that cat / knight.
Yeah. So, yeah. Then we will go in for 9, 10, 11.
You got me.
Woo! I survived my entire library being in the graveyard. Almost again, but
Yeah.
yeah.
You managed it the second time. Oh my god, you
Yeah,
had
so I kept this hand because I had the whole family. I had one of each of these, so I was like, oh, sweet.
I mean, you're never casting him.
No, I was never
But-
going to be able to get that much mana, but, yeah. So, that was this matchup. You came pretty close.
Came very close.
I must say.
Too many Gideons.
Yeah. Well, that's that is an alternate name for this deck that I've seen. It's like oops, all Gideons or whatever.
Just too many Gideons.
Too many Gideons.
Too many of them.
All right. So that was this matchup. Don't forget to vote. And we'll see you on Friday.
Boy.